Alright, let's break down what's happening on the world stage right now because things are moving fast. Just this week, China's President Xi Jinping made headlines after a meeting with Russia's Vladimir Putin. What did he say? That China welcomes new contact, fresh talks between the United States and Russia. Now, that might sound like diplomatic small talk, but in the context of the Ukraine war, it's a pretty big deal. Here's why, after years of tension and sanctions, US and Russian officials are actually back at the table. And driving this sudden momentum? Donald Trump. That's right, Trump's envoy has been spotted in Moscow, just as a crucial deadline over the Ukraine conflict approaches. The Kremlin's even confirmed a Trump-Putin meeting is in the works. Now, why would China care? Well, China's got a unique position in all this. It's managed to stay friendly with Russia, while not totally burning bridges with the West. On Ukraine, China walks a diplomatic tightrope. It hasn't backed Russia's invasion outright, but it hasn't condemned it either. Instead, China's called for peace talks, emphasizing that dialogue and negotiation are the only way out. So when Xi says he welcomes the US and Russia talking, he's playing the long game. China wants stability in Europe, not just because of politics, but because it's good for global business. If the US and Russia can find common ground, that could mean less chaos in energy markets, more predictable trade, and maybe a path to ending the fighting in Ukraine. But there's also a twist. Any peace deal would be complicated. On one hand, Trump's looking to make good on campaign promises about ending forever wars and repairing relations with Moscow. On the other, the Biden administration and most of Europe are deeply skeptical of Russia's intentions. Ukraine, of course, is fighting for its survival and wary of any deal that could force it to give up territory. So, what's next? Watch for this Trump-Putin meeting. If it happens, it could shift the entire conversation on Ukraine. China's endorsement gives it extra weight. But don't expect instant peace. These are just the first steps in what could be a long, winding road. For now, the world is watching, because when the world's biggest powers start talking, the stakes couldn't be higher. I'll keep you updated as this story unfolds. Stay tuned.